How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ruffle and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. I do apologize if my camera looks a little bit off. It's because of the sunlight coming in from this side of my, camera here, as you may notice. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new video, guys. Today we have some rumors and potential leaks that I want to talk about. I want to go through a bunch of things here and just kind of discuss them, as there is quite a lot to be said. So I thought I'd do this video. It's two different subjects in this video, and I want to debunk the first one because a lot of people have different opinions on it, but I want to debunk it already by going through like a little bit of a thing about it. But maybe debunk it, but not 100% though. So please understand that this video is going to be a little bit of a mixture. So if you do enjoy the video, guys, make sure to subscribe, please. We're getting so close to 100k subscribers, guys. We're literally like 1,150 subs away, guys. So we're really close. We're getting so close to that, guys, and I really want to hit it. So drop a freaking sub if you haven't already, and drop a like on this video. And in the comment section down below, let me know if you guys think this is real or fake in your opinion. And yeah, let's get right into the discussion, shall we? Starting, of course, with the first thing here, which is going to be this image right here, ladies and gentlemen. So this right here was posted on 4chan, and the guy says here that I cannot say who I am, but I already have the game to try it and access to the secret club of coaches, which I'm not sure what he means by coaches, but I think he means the secret, like the secret club here. That's like the code card you get basically for like it's like a new kind of feature, like a membership feature that the Pokemon company is doing. So this is real. If this is like a fake one that he's like made, that's like, I mean, it's the real one. It looks like the real one. It's well made. It's the exact coloring and it's the exact shine it's meant to look like. So this card is real. That's almost, I don't know, it just looks so real. But there's a problem with the case in the back, right? This is meant to be the Pokemon Sword case. Now, first thing you'll notice is, look at the paper here. Look at the paper, like the actual casing paper here. You'll notice there's an issue with it, right? It's not all the way till the end here. You can even see like how it's like see-through right on this side. It's actually see-through, which means that this isn't, you know, this might have been just somebody who like printed out this paper and just put it inside of a, you know, a different case. Like if I took one of my cases from back here, let me just slide back. If I took, for example, Mario Kart Deluxe here, right? If I took this game and I just took out the paper, which you can do, I'm pretty sure, yeah, you can take it out right up here. You can take it out and you can put in a different sort of like, you know, a different paper. It's not the most hard thing in the world to do. It's actually very possible. So you can do that, and that's what they could have done here. And also, on top of that, there's another issue with this actual image here, and that's like, if you look at the side here, see on the side right there, for some reason, there is no ESRB rating. See, right here, if you look at this, it's got E for everyone. So that's ESRB. That's used in Europe. I think in the US, it's like, you usually have like PEGI, if you guys know, like PEGI 16, you know, or like, you know, which is basically like the age rating for the games. This is E for everyone. Pokemon should have an E rating as well, at least in European and American. Sorry, this is American one, not like this. PEGI is European. This is an American, right? So ESRB, that's American. PEGI usually does the European ones, as far as I know, because usually when I look at the other ones that I have is like the European cases, it's usually PEGI. But either way, but in Japan though, there's a different rating, and it's this one right here. It's the Zero rating. So here you have Breath of the Wild, right? And it's got a Zero B rating. And here you have a Breath of the Wild from the United States, and that's, from Europe, and that's got a PEGI 12 rating, right? So it's, you know, of ages from 12 and above that can play it, and nobody under that. And, you know, if the case is Japanese, right, which as you see here, Pokemon Sword and Shield, then it needs to have, sorry, that's a little bit of a later discussion. It should have a Zero B rating, which it doesn't have. Now, this guy doesn't say if this is a demo kind of game, because sometimes demo versions and, you know, like preview versions will be sent out, you know what I mean, they'll be sent out ahead of time, just so people can kind of get a little bit of a, you know, preview on it and that sort of stuff, and, you know, that sort of stuff happens, but this doesn't seem like it's realistic. Now, I think that the code card, the membership card, could be real, because it looks really real, right? I don't know if this person would have gone through the struggle and the hassle to, like, literally steal the artwork from the website and then like print it out and even put the glittery shit on it. You know what I mean? That's a little bit too much work, I feel like, for them to go through to make this. Like, this is just, it's a little bit too much, and it's unrealistic that they would have done that. This is a real card, in my opinion, as far as I can tell. It looks like a real card. But the case doesn't look real though. It looks fake, or it could be a temporary case, because do you remember, guys, they actually did say when they revealed the cases for Pokemon Sword and Shield, they actually said that they're work in progress, so they could change, right? So this could be an early version of the game that's already, like, you know, finished, because the game for this, at this part, the game is already finished, guys. I know most of you out there, you know, with the whole National Dex drama, a lot of people are trying to say, like, oh, they still have 4 months to finish the game and you know, fix stuff. Well, honestly, they don't. When it's about 4 months until release, they have to start actually, you know, making their cases and actually start, like, printing the cases out, the papers for them, all that stuff, and also start making the actual chips and whatnot so they can be shipped out, because they can't ship shit out when there's only 1 month left, because that would risk, like, you know, hiccups within the, you know, when it's being transported, or, like, potentially, like, delays and that sort of stuff. Instead, it's being printed now. Actually, production is being done right now, and I think Nintendo actually moved their production out of China, because China currently has a trade dispute with the USA, right? There's been a bunch of sanctions on them, like, no sanctions, I mean, I think it was sanctions, or like just tariffs, which are making every sort of like stuff, like, you know, that's usually done with plastic and stuff, I think is a bit higher in pricing. So I think that Nintendo and a few other companies have moved their production, video game production. I think Sony's also doing the same thing. They're moving it out of China into Taiwan and into, like, Vietnam and stuff like that, where it's cheaper for them, you know, to avoid all these kind of tariffs and all these, like, you know, issues that would basically bump up the pricing of their products production, you know what I mean? So that's being moved out of there. So here's the thing. I think this game is already, like, I think right now it's already most likely being printed, right? They're already printing out the stuff. So this could potentially be like an early version of it, like an early kind of, like, you know, version of the case, an early version of the whole product, right? This is it's a high possibility, you know what I mean? Like, it's a high possibility that's what's going on here, but it's also possible that that has nothing to do with anything here, right? There's a chance with that as well. So I would love to know your opinions on this, guys. What are your thoughts? What are your opinions? What are your overall ideas about this whole situation, right? Like, what do you think about it? Because I personally think that this is, like, most likely, it's hard to tell, okay? I want to say it's fake, right? I want to say it's fake because of the case being inconsistent. Like, in one sense, like, it's kind of inconsistent on the side here. It's kind of like a little bit too see-through. Whereas here, when I look at this one, like, it's right on point, right? It's like right on the edge. Whereas this one's a little too little, you know, on the side here. But maybe that's how it's meant to look like. Maybe I'm the wrong one, right? So overall, the case looks fine, and also the card looks fine, but there is no rating on it, right? Oh shit. There's no rating on it yet, which is normal if the game hasn't gotten a rating yet. And the games usually get a rating around the time they meant to start, you know, actually you know, making the cases and start shipping them out. You know, they have to have a rating at that point. And I think Pokemon has always had a E for everyone rating, because it is for everyone, right? It's a children's type game, and, you know, it's just, that's why everybody can play it. And they don't have to worry about, you know, that sort of stuff. That's why we never see, like, you know, stuff like the Game Corner anymore, because if they had the Game Corner in Pokemon, they'd have to move up the rating to a PEGI, you know, like a PEGI 12 or something like that. Rating, due to, you know, if it had, like, some sort of any, like, connection to, you know, quote-unquote gambling, because the, you know what I'm talking about, right? If it has any connection to that, then yeah, it would make sense for them to not include it. So I don't know, man. I don't know what to say, dude. I am honestly a little bit torn about this whole subject, and I'd love to know your opinions on it, guys. But I also want to talk about this real quick, guys. So this actually just came out, and big shout out to my boy Niels. Niels actually let me know about this. Niels tweeted out saying that Pixelpar made also a tweet saying that a new Nintendo Switch model, not the light one, not the light version, but a new Nintendo Switch model is coming out in August, nearly doubles the current model's battery life, reaching 4.5 to 9 hours of playtime. So it's an upgraded Switch, right? It's an upgraded Switch with better battery time, actually coming out in August as well. So that's going to be quite interesting, actually, because we've got the Nintendo Switch Lite, right, which is meant to be like kind of a, you know, smaller, cheaper, less interesting. It's like a mobile version, right, only. But then you have, right, this new upgraded version, this upgraded Switch, which just has better battery life. It's basically the same Switch. Like, it's the same as one as before. But what's the difference is, though, is that it's actually going to be a stronger one in battery life and that sort of stuff. So it isn't like an upgrade or like a, you know, like an actual upgraded version in reality. But I don't know, man. I'd love to know what you guys think about the whole subject. Like, what are your thoughts and opinions? Because I don't know, man. It seems interesting. Next up, I want to talk about quickly about this subject right here. So this image right here popped up on 4chan seemingly. I'm not sure where it actually popped up, but people tell, like, I don't know. I just saw it on my Discord. People were like, yeah, check out, you know, check see what this is, man. And I checked it out, and it looks really interesting. So, FYI, this is actually the Pokemon here you see on the screen is actually the Pokemon from the the Pokemon Gold and Silver Space demo, which is like a demo version of Pokemon Gold and Silver, which was leaked a while back. And, you know, the guys who actually leaked it, they went through and showed all the files and what the Pokemon were originally for Gold and Silver meant to look like. And this is one of those Pokemon. See right here, this is what it looks like from Gold and Silver. And then here, you seemingly have a 3D model. And if you look at the background, right, the background looks just like the background from here. Look at the little, like, you know, these things over here. Look at that. It's the same thing that you see on this one. These little, like, DNA strip thingy-bajingies, these, like, you know, weird things. It's kind of the same thing. And you might be thinking, oh, but that's most likely not real. But I think there's a possibility. Now, probably most likely not real, but there's a high chance it is real. Why? Let me explain. Because here's the thing, right? This Pokemon wasn't the only one that showed up like this, right? There's actually another Pokemon. If you search up Surfetched, here, Pokemon, you'll see that this actually was another Pokemon. It was meant to be an evolution for Farfetch'd, which actually showed up in the demo as well. Here it is, guys. Here it is, right? Look at that, right? Right there. See, that sprite right there. That actually is an evolution for Farfetch'd. And guess what? There's already a leak, a real leak, the one real leak we've had so far. That real leak actually specifically said that Farfetch'd is gonna get an evolution. And the only other time where it's been even talked about and considered that it's gonna get an evolution was back in the Gold and Silver days, where they had that in a demo, right, for Farfetch'd to get an evolution. And here it is. You know what I mean? Here it is. How it was back then, and potentially another Pokemon that was a beta Pokemon might also actually reappear. So I might go through a little bit more and talk about it a little bit more in another video, guys, but I just wanted to quickly do a video about it right now. I'll have an expanded video tomorrow. If you guys want to see an expanded video, comment hashtag Betamon, okay? Hashtag Betamon, and if we can hit, let's say 500 likes on this video, guys. 500 likes, and I will cover this separately in a separate video tomorrow or tonight. You know, tomorrow or tonight, I'll cover this in a separate video, go through it, talk about all aspects of it, as well as all the other Betamons that could potentially actually show up. So if you guys want to see that, leave a freaking like down below. Let's hit 500, and also leave a comment down below commenting hashtag Betamon, and I will definitely do a video on this, guys. So yeah, thank you so much for watching the video. If you did enjoy, drop a like down below. I'll catch you next one. Have a great day, and bye bye, ladies and gentlemen.